What's up, guys? Welcome to a new video. Today, as you can tell, I'm not in my room. I'm in a hotel, so I apologize if the quality is not up to par. But today we're gonna be doing a versus, this time with the Canon 90D versus my iPhone 12. And as you know, I already reviewed the Canon 90D. That was my last video, so if you want more information on that camera specifically, you can watch that video. But today we're gonna get into a versus. So first things first, let's run down the specs that matter for this video specifically. The Canon 90D has a 34.4 megapixel sensor. In the last video, I should have been more clear. That's the physical sensor, but the camera only utilizes 32.5 megapixels. It has an EFS lens mount, an optical viewfinder, 10 FPS continuous shooting. It can do 4K at up to 30 FPS. It has 30-minute record limit. A microphone jack, an articulating touchscreen LCD. It does support Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, and it retails for $1,349. Now, the iPhone 12 has dual 12 megapixel cameras, a wide and an ultra wide. The ultra wide has an f2.4 aperture, while the wide has an f1.6 aperture. The wide does have optical image stabilization, and the ultra wide does not. It does support 2x optical zoom with 5x digital zoom. You can do 4K 60 FPS for pretty much until your phone battery dies or you run out of storage. And it does support Dolby Vision HDR recording at 4K up to 30 FPS. So as far as specs, that's pretty much where it goes. And I'm not really gonna show you guys like a hands-on versus. I mean, you know, like an iPhone 12 fits in your pocket. It's a phone, much more portable than a big bulky DSLR camera. So I mean, one is lighter, one is heavier. You can kind of make your assumptions there. But let's get into the photo quality specifically. Up on the left and the Canon 90D on the right. So off the bat, first thing I noticed is that these are taken at different times of the day. But even though that's true, on the left side, the iPhone 12 looks super overexposed, as in like everything looks like it's like the brightness was turned up artificially, which kind of makes the picture look a lot less sharp. And then on the right side, it is definitely darker. This was taken a little bit before sunset, but even though it's still, I think, overall a better photo just because you're able to distinguish much more without this whole overexposing thing going on. But surprisingly, in terms of sharpness, I think the iPhone 12 did a pretty good job of like making the trees, especially this huge tree that's going up towards the right. I'm able to like distinguish like all the different leaves a lot better compared to the 90D. But then again, that could be just because of the fact that it's extremely overexposed. And then also, another thing that I noticed is that because of that, the colors are very like off on the iPhone 12. If you can tell, if you look at the ground, instead of it being like a dark gray, I mean, it's supposed to be like a dark brown, but it looks gray. And I know that's not how that looks because I've actually seen it. So overall, I would say the 90D took the better picture, especially with the fact that you have more room to edit this picture and make it look nicer. But on the iPhone 12, since it's already overexposed, to try to correct that would take a lot more work. Plus, it would most likely ending up lowering the quality of the picture overall. Okay, and then now I'll show you guys some video. Okay, so this is me recording on the iPhone 12, and as you can tell, I mean, like I've said in previous videos, this iPhone, and honestly this smartphone, is absolutely fantastic at video. Doesn't miss a beat. You can see this is also with the I believe the rear facing camera, so you know, make your own judgments there, but I think this is absolutely fantastic. There's a little bit of glare, which I will have to dock points off for that, but besides that, I think it does a great job focusing on my face while I'm moving around. The stabilization is great, and overall the quality is really really good. Okay, so this is me recording on the Canon 90D, and first things first, notice that this is a lot sharper. You can pretty much see each individual like hair on my beard, and all the like different pores on my skin. Also, it does a way better job at the bokeh effect of blurring my background, which makes me stand out even more. So that might be why it looks a lot sharper. Also, the stabilization is not as good compared to the iPhone 12. As I'm moving the camera around, you can see it judders a little bit more. Okay, so which one do I prefer? So here is where I have to break things down a little bit more. For me personally, I would want both, if I'm being honest. The Canon 90D I feel like works perfectly for when I'm actively going to do photography or videography. I think it overall does have higher quality video compared to the iPhone 12, and higher quality photos compared to the iPhone 12. So I think it wins in both respects in terms of quality. It's definitely much heavier to carry. Plus, it also requires me carrying a lens, and I mean tons of different like SD cards and batteries and stuff like that, right? Which that means I have an extra thing to worry about. While my iPhone fits, I feel like the iPhone is much more of a, oh my god, I need to take a picture of this right now. I got to take a picture of this within 10 seconds kind of thing, where it's very high quality and it'll do a great picture for that like exact quick moment where you just need a quick photo or a quick video, and it does not fail in that respect at all. I think the iPhone 12 has the best video of any phone whatsoever. I'm not the only one who said that. You can ask a ton of people. So again, like my last verses, I think this is definitely a use case. I wouldn't pick one over the other. I think they both have their strengths and weaknesses. But as an overall, I think the Canon 90D does much superior video and photos. Now it's just up to you on whether or not you want to pay the extra. If this iPhone 12 retails about 800, 830, depending on who you pick it up from, and the Canon 90D goes for $1,350. So it's up to you on if you want to pay that extra $550-ish for a DSLR camera. I don't know if there's not that much of a quality jump. I don't know if there's $550 worth of a quality jump. Plus, this kit for that 90D only comes with the kit lens. So you got to add lenses on top of that as well. It only comes with the 18 to 55, which is optically stabilized. So that's great. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and follow my socials down there for more updates. Also tweet me or DM me some video ideas. If there's something specific you guys want to see, let me know. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.